Welcome to this autistic sales video on how our system deals with anger. There are two versions of this video. This is the unedited version containing sound effects and background music. There is a sensory-friendly version of this video available in which the sound effects and background music have been removed. For people who are new to our videos, we are diagnosed as autistic and also with Dissociative Identity Disorder, or DID. But we prefer to describe ourselves as being an autistic system. An autistic system describes a group of personas or alters who share one body, with most of us being autistic. This is described in more detail in other videos on our Autistic Selves YouTube channel. In this video we ask, how does our system deal with anger? One of the reasons we feel we developed DID was because we find it hard to understand and process our emotions. We often don't know what emotion we are feeling, and we find it hard to understand emotions in other people. Strong emotions are too much for most of us to cope with, and so we unconsciously developed a system whereby particular alters feel and express particular emotions. Anger is mainly expressed by our alter Angela. We also sometimes call her angry. For example, when we have a meltdown, angry feels the emotion of the meltdown so that the rest of us don't have to. It feels like only one part of us has the meltdown and experiences the meltdown. Theoretically, it means the rest of us don't have to take responsibility for what she has done. We can say, "That was angry, it wasn't us." But in reality, each part has to take responsibility for what every other part does. To the outside world, we look like one person, and so if a little comes out in public, all of us will be judged. It also isn't fair on angry that she becomes the part that the outside world judges and thinks badly of. We can't always control which alter will come out, but we try to communicate with each other and work together so that the alter that is out is the most appropriate one for any situation. Anger will pop out unannounced. Her role is to protect us, and if she thinks we are not safe for any reason, she comes out to defend us. In our current life, we are mostly safe, and often she is misunderstanding or overreacting to a situation. She often sees a threat, but later, when she is calm, she can see her response wasn't the best reaction. We used to ostracize Angela and fear her. We used to stay well away from her. From listening back to our sessions with our therapist, we realized that Angela is a really important part, and she feels lonely when we don't include her. So now we include her and appreciate that she holds on to difficult feelings, so the rest of us don't have to. Another alter that feels anger is Julie.
It's not fair.
Julie is more dramatic and indirect with her anger. She will manipulate others to get a reaction. Julie mostly isn't aware that she is angry and needs our therapist or other alters in our system to help her understand that the emotion she is feeling is anger. Because she mostly doesn't realise she is angry, she can't express her anger directly. She can be self-destructive, challenging, and annoying. She then tends to feel anxious and guilty, often resulting in even more annoying behaviour. For example, she may obsessively and repeatedly try to seek reassurance that the person she is angry with still likes her. Never believe in them, even when they say they do still like her. Eventually, the person gets fed up and the friendship ends, which is upsetting but also reassuring to Julie, because she has made the thing she feared happen, and so now she no longer has to fear it happening. As a system, we tend to suppress Julie and keep her from coming out in the world, because her impact is negative. However, it isn't always possible for us to control her. There are often times that she will pop out, sometimes without our awareness. Through our therapy, we have learnt to value Julie, and we understand it is important for her to have a place in the world. So we encourage her to express her anger and strong emotions, but in healthier ways. Our alter Angela is very close to Julie and supports her and tries to make sure that Julie doesn't behave in a way that is damaging for the rest of us. Julie has written a novel which we handmade into an actual book for her. One day she would like to publish it. In the meantime, she is working on another novel. When Julie writes, it is good for all of us. We love letting her have control of the body and seeing later what she has written. She enjoys being dramatic and acting out her emotions through the characters she creates. It's a perfect outlet for her, as she can be as manipulative and destructive as she likes in her writing, without this damaging our relationships in our real life. At the moment, only 2 alters in our system experience anger. We would like for all of us to be able to know when we are angry, rather than being afraid to feel strong feelings. It isn't fair on Angela and Julie to be the only ones in charge of our anger and strong emotions. Both Angela and Julie are learning to alert us to when they are angry and have a more balanced part speak on their behalf. This is usually Fiona. We hope in time for all of us to know when we are angry and for all of us to be able to understand why we are angry. Having different alters experience different feelings on behalf of everyone else may seem like it simplifies our life, but in reality it makes it complicated. We would like for all of us to be able to experience and understand our feelings in the moment, rather than have them accessible only to some of us. Thank you for watching our Autistic Selves video on how our system deals with anger. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. If you like, you can also follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. Autistic Selves are working together to raise awareness and acceptance of both autism and DID. If you like our content and want us to be able to make more, then please consider going to our designated fundraising page on ko-fi.com, where we have options to donate to us via PayPal or Stripe. Donations do not have to be large to be helpful. If you can afford to give £1 or 2, then this would be very gratefully received and help us continue our work. Thank you for watching this Autistic Selves YouTube video.